So, dude, that looked actually pretty darn cool. I'm shocked that we're sitting here now and we're talking about a multiplayer component that is coming out pretty soon for a game that was just released. They are doing a great job, they meaning Sucker Punch and Sony in general, keeping Sony at the forefront of people's minds with the latest release of Ghost of Tsushima doing so stinking well, and then us having this trailer that just came out that looked dark as flip and awesome, and then also to find out that there are going to be no microtransactions with this particular game is going to be amazing. Let's real quickly look at an article that IGN put out so we can get a little bit better idea of what is going to be coming out in this game. So let's take a look at this article IGN just put out. There are tons of different articles. I just go to IGN because it's the easiest for me to get to. Okay, so there's been a little bit of an update here. It says, Ghost of Tsushima Legends will be free to players who own the PlayStation 4 exclusive, and the developers have confirmed to IGN it will not feature any microtransactions of any kind. That is freaking fantastic. When reached for comment, developer Sucker Punch confirmed via a PlayStation representative that, quote, there are no microtransactions, I can't even say that, microtransactions in Ghost of Tsushima Legends, and we have absolutely no plans to add them. All the content is unlocked through play. Whoa, dude, that is a big deal. Because I thought for sure, hey, what a better way for Sony and Sucker Punch to capitalize on this than, if they're going to launch something like this, they could, release paid for DLC, whether it be weapons or outfits, anything like that. But that's awesome. That's just doing the fans a service because the single player game is already stinking awesome. All right, let's read a little bit further. So Ghost of Tsushima Legends is a free online co-op mode. Ooh, wow, co-op mode. And will be available to owners of the PlayStation 4 exclusive in fall 2020. Legends is a new experience and doesn't feature Jin, Sakai, or his companions, but instead, quote, focuses on 4 warriors who have been built up as legends in stories by the people told by the people of Tsushima. The Ghosts of Tsushima single-player campaign focuses on an open world and... Let me say that again. While Ghost of Tsushima's single-player campaign focuses on an open world and exploring the natural beauty of the island, this new co-op mode is haunting and fantastical. Sure it looked like that, let me tell you. With locations and enemies inspired by Japanese folktales and mythology and an emphasis on cooperative combat and action. Dude, I can just imagine right now just grouping up with your friends, running down a big old hill where the wind's blowing and looking all friggin' amazing, and then just taking on hordes of enemies. And I wonder, since they're kind of making this look more spiritual and more like fantastical, unlike the single player game where it's all like hyper realistic, I wonder if they'll throw some like crazy creatures or demons at us. That would be really cool too. We continue on. Legends will be exclusively co-op, and it can be played with friends via online matchmaking in groups of 2 to 4 players. There will also be 4 different classes: the Samurai, Hunter, Ronin, or Assassin, and each one will have unique advantages and abilities that will be revealed in the future. Sounds sick. With 2 players, you'll be able to play a series of co-op story missions. Oh, okay. That will increase in difficulty and will build on the foundation of Ghost of Tsushima's gameplay with new magical twists that often need to be in sync with your partner. Well, that kind of answers my question then, or that thought that I just had about it being more magical. The last part here says, with 4 players, you'll be able to take on a wave-based survival missions, and you and your team will need to work together to take on the toughest enemies Tsushima has to offer, in addition to new Oni enemies with supernatural abilities. I should have read this first before actually going on and talking about how I hoped it would have supernatural stuff. Ghost of Tsushima Legends will also feature a 4-player raid. Oh, sick! That will arrive shortly after the launch of this new game and will send you and your partners into an entirely new realm to challenge brutal. That's like part beauty, part beautiful, part brutal. A brutal, terrifying enemy. For more on Ghost of Tsushima, which was July's blah, 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 da, 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 and it's supposed to launch here in September, I believe. No, in the fall. Okay, it says. Well, dude, I am pumped, to say the least. Let me pull this back up. So that is awesome. I'm extremely excited. I'm still playing through the single-player campaign right now. It is one of the most beautiful PlayStation 4 games I've ever played. Maybe the most beautiful in terms of aesthetics, and the combat is one of my favorite parts about it. So I can imagine just grouping up with some people, and especially a couple of my friends that I know that love this game, and just doing this stuff for hours and hours upon end. It also reminds me of some of the best parts of Destiny when you're doing raids and everybody's working together to take down a big boss. So it sounds like it could be amazing. And I'm just, again, stoked to the fact that there's no microtransactions. Sucker Punch, thumbs up. You guys did us a solid there. I can't wait to see more footage and to get my hands on it and to know that it's completely free. What are you doing to me, Sony? What are you doing? What they're doing is they're keeping themselves at the forefront of the conversation until the PlayStation 5 comes out. That's an awesome job. Good for them, and I can't wait to hear more. All right, guys, that's my quick take. Till next time, we'll leave a coin on the cabinet for you. Peace.